and welcome to another Archives of Warcraft, where we take a look at major lore characters in the current expansion of World of Warcraft Legion and what their backstory is from before World of Warcraft. And today it is, timely enough, Alleria Windrunner, sister to Sylvanas and one of the elves of Keldanas. Unlike many of the other characters, Alleria's story centres entirely around Warcraft 2 in reality, and it begins with the Orcish Horde's assault on Lordaeron. The king at the time, King Terenas, Arthas's father, sends a plea to the elves to honour their pact with them that they made with Anduin Lothar to come to their aid. However, the elves do not consider the Orcish Horde to be a threat to them, so they don't send troops. Alleria, however, does see the Orcs as a threat and takes her rangers to reinforce the forces of Lordaeron. There she meets Turalyon, who is the general of the allied forces after Anduin Lothar has fallen. Eventually, Alleria had to defend her own Silvermoon city against the Orc Horde alongside her sister Sylvanas and the current leader of the Blood Elves, Lorthamar Theron. They did win, but many elves were killed, and afterwards Alleria developed a very, very strong hatred of the Orcs and the Orc Horde. Where have we seen that before? Not only were many of her kin killed during the battle, but also her younger brother Lirath. It was during this time that Alleria first fell into the arms of Turalyon, but afterwards she was bent only on revenge against the Orcs. When the Dark Portal was destroyed for the first time by Khadgar, Alleria took it upon herself to hunt down the Bleeding Hollow clan Orcs who had escaped the battle, and this brought her once again in contact with Turalyon.
Calling upon the arcane powers of the Archwizard Khadgar, the fury of the earth and skies were unleashed upon the Dark Portal to destroy it once and for all. As the blinding light dimmed, an eerie glow fell across the black morass. For though the portal was destroyed, the rift that joined these worlds at war yet remained. Lord Khadgar, Keeper of the Eternal Watch and Master of the Mystic Citadel of Nethergard, has sensed a dark power gathering around the remnants of the rift that lies within the Black Morass. He believes that a new Orcish invasion is imminent and has urged the Alliance to act. The Elven Ranger Alleria and a small band of her elite guard have been sent as escorts so that you may gather reinforcements to counter this threat. Your travels to the castle of New Stormwind will lead you across the paths of both the paladin called Turalyon and a mercenary captain known as Danab. Engage their aid during your journey, as their leadership may be needed by the Alliance in the dark days ahead.
Eventually, the Dark Portal opened again, and Ner'zhul and his followers came through to try to retrieve powerful artifacts with which they could open up more portals to other worlds. This included the Skull of Gul'dan. Alleria was amongst the band that decided to go through the portal to pursue Ner'zhul and to recover these artifacts. Before doing this, Alleria, who had an heirloom passed down by her parents, decided to give a token to each of her two sisters, Sylvanas and Verisa. She had a necklace with 3 gems in it, a sapphire, an emerald and a ruby. She kept the emerald portion for herself, gave the ruby to Verisa and the sapphire to Sylvanas, and then left through the Dark Portal. When the group of Alliance who became known as the Sons of Lothar laid siege to Hellfire Citadel, they split their forces, several of them pursuing Ner'zhul, and Alleria, Khadgar and Turalyon went off to retrieve the Skull of Gul'dan from Deathwing's lair. With these artifacts retrieved, Khadgar was able to shut down the Dark Portal again, but this time with the heroes on the Draenor side. During the events of World of Warcraft's expansion, The Burning Crusade, the Dark Portal opened up once more, and we were able to go through to Hellfire Peninsula, to Honor Hold, and also to Shattrath City, whereupon we met several of these Sons of Lothar. However, Turalyon and Alleria were not there, though they did leave behind their son, Arator. It later transpired that Turalyon and Alleria had gone through a portal to another world in order to fight against the Burning Legion. We now know that they have become part of an army of the light. For some reason, this is 1,000 years from their point of view, and that's the point at which we were once again reunited with Alleria. We can still sense her deep, deep hatred of the Orcs when Varisa explains to Alleria that Sylvanas has become war chief of the Horde, at which Alleria explodes, exclaiming, "How can this possibly be the case, given what the Orcs did to their homelands?" Of course, at this point, Alleria had not yet been told that Sylvanas has done far more than simply lead the Horde. And at this point, her story has taken over again in the Argus patch, where she has now sought the path of the void for whatever end we are yet to find out. So that's the story of Alleria Windrunner. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share for further content. And until next time, I'll see you later.